My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Hup! Got him. Absolutely got him. Where do I go with it, though? What do we think about this left-hand path? I've got to take an elite before I can take my 3 rests, but it's elite 3 rests, 1 elite out. A lot of question marks, no guaranteed shops. Seems like my path. I tried to roll these. I'm wearing a hoodie for warmth. I'm trying to roll the sleeves up, but as soon as I do that, it starts becoming tight on my arms, and it's uncomfy. Unfortunately, that is unrelated to the video game, so this is the last you'll hear about my cool Brennan Lee Mulligan jumper. It's the Endless Dungeon tour. It's the last you're gonna hear about it, and how it looks so cool. How my partner did some of the stuff, the display behind him on stage, and it's like really cool. Wow. That's the last time you're gonna hear about it, though. All right, let's double our anger. All right, look, this wasn't guaranteed to be a shop. It just happened to be to punk me. Okay, well done. You got me, game. So the copies of anger that are going to get added to our discard pile. I'll prevent that. Graciously going to have sham themselves. Oh my god. There you go. Finish the fight at least. Pommel strike. Bully. I like the idea of pommel strike just because we've got 0 costs that we care about. I'd prefer to have gold just in case any of the question marks turn out to want gold from me. Rebound. Deal next 9 damage. Next card you play is put on top of your draw pile. Easy. Forgotten Ritual, Uppercut, and Breakthrough. I like the idea of Breakthrough for some AoE. I've got to take that sooner rather than later. Don't want to be sad that I don't have it in the next fight. Ooh. Rebound, Anger. But it's the Anger that's now spent. Yeah, that goes to the top of the deck, of course. Ooh. Full 11 got to be taking that turn. I mean, yeah, I haven't really put, when I say really, I do mean at all, put any defense cards in this deck, and, you know, I can see how that would help. Never mind, Auric Alchem is all the defense I'll ever need. Let's get armaments. And now it's time to work on our defense. We'll upgrade the armaments. Huh? Let's see if I can block more than that. Alternative is trying to kill then. Colossus. Kind of defense, but only really counts after we've got more vulnerability set up. Take the potion to help me through a fight. And I suspect I might not even go for that second elite there. I'm better at all of the elites except for the one that I've already fought, so maybe I should go for it still. Oh, Rebound, Breakthrough, and then Colossus for full defense. Hell yeah. Pretty great fight, actually. Thunderclap dominated Inferno. Thunderclap would be set up for Colossus. Alright, let's do it. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely the worst of the fights that we could have had, but let's see what we can do. Rebound with Thunderclap and attack. 6 less damage this turn. Armor. Energy pot. I will defend. And then set up as much vulnerability as I can, because I know the rest of the hands is literally just attack, 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 attack. Speed pot for 10 health this turn. Come on, Pommel Strike, get me back to anger. Perfect. Sparkling Rouge, Thrash Whirlwind. Oh, if I didn't already have Breakthrough Thunderclap, I would go for the Whirlwind, but I think I go Thrash here. The second cycle of the deck's a lot better when you got a Thrash in it. I think I have to rest for the sake of having enough HP to go as aggressive as I need to finish this fight. No reason to wake you up until I've thrashed. Dash and Thrash. Remove a strike, upgrade the Thrash's damage. God, it would be lovely to rebound the Thrash. Rebound Anger. Drop another Thunderclap as setup, and then... I mean, the defend is worse than Orichalcum, so... Well, actually, it's the same as Orichalcum thanks to the Sparkling Rouge. Armaments for the additional vulnerability. Keep him on. I was about to say, ideally we get Thrash in this hand. Thankfully we did. Pommel Strike for draw as well, because then, yes, Colossus is most of the defense I require. Thrash. And I suspect next time we play Thrash, it's going to be basically lethal. Well, kind of. Yeah, I could have got away without resting. Couldn't have known, though. Hellraiser with a Pommel Strike already in the deck, I'm actually pretty interested. Yeah, screw it, I can do that. Retaining your hand is interesting, huh? Ooh, or energy. And then I take the safest path of all time. Giving us the ability to focus on picking up draw. Yeah. Also, I gotta focus on picking up some defense somewhere. I'm sure I'll find some, right? God damn, that Colossus is so much of my defense. I really need it back. Fire Potion, Colossus. Blood Wall Armaments. I'll take a shrug there. Thunderclap, Breakthrough, and Defend. Thrash isn't going to be especially good at any point in this fight. AoE damage is where it's at. Pommel. Once we've got Hellraiser in the deck, all the Pommel Strikes are free. I almost want to look at Orrery to try and find as many Pommels as I could. I think Drum of Battle's pretty good, but we have no way of exhausting it. I don't think we need another anger. Rage is pretty good. Colossus is still pretty good. Actually, Pillage, Rage. Shrug, True Grit. I want to take Blood Wall. Just a literal big defend card, please. Then disclude a basic strike from the deck. And that's the end of our operations with gold for this entire run. Just enough to take no damage that turn. 18. Oh, we can thrash the rebound. Oh, rebound the thrash. Rebound the thrash. Then defend and sure grit. Take a little bit of damage in. By a little bit, I do mean 9. Thunderclap. Beautiful. Inferno, break through Blood Wall. Don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think the deck could withstand taking one more Blood Wall, and I'll do it. Specifically because at the end of the floor we have Insatiable, and those big hit turns are going to be really important to have a response for. Down to just 20 left on fields. Rebound Thrash is sick as hell. I hope I get to play it more. Ooh, a single fight me in this deck for some strength gain is actually worthwhile, I think. I think actually Dexpot is probably going to be more important long-term for the boss fight. Oh, maybe I could have ended up using another hit. I'm going to use the Power Potion. I'm pretty scared of this fight, actually. Yeah, Crimson Mantle, just give me some block at the top of each turn, please. I don't want random free strikes being played constantly. It's actually a bad thing for us. I will rebound that Thrash, though. Ow. Radiant Tincture, tough fight. Relenting, don't think that's relevant. Get Hellraiser 1 cost. Oh, thank heck for Eternal Feather. My god, we're going to be healing constantly at these rest sites. Oh, that was so huge. True Grit needs to be able to choose its target. Fight me, anger, pillage. All pretty good, but I'm still not certain I'll be able to defend it. Hey, okay, I'm feeling much more confident in the defense of this deck. We were able to defend even without playing the Blood Wall there. Incredible. Oh no. 5 damage to me. Yep. Bad time to have chosen to do that. Evil Eye versus Stomp versus Inferno, I thinkn't. Therefore I won't. Pommel Strike up, draw more, please. Ooh, what's our multi-hit? I don't think I used Thrash that way. You know what? Give me the 10 max HP. Ooh. Okay. Rebound anger. Shrug. Anger. What's this attack? Pommel Strike sets up Thrash. A Blood Wall. Start with Pommel before Armament hits the whole hand. And this is probably the right turn to start with Radiant Tincture. Able to take one of the additional units off the field, but God. Yeah, the health situation is still pretty poor here. Oh boy. 21. Oh, nope. Incoming is 31 this turn. I've still got to use Breakthrough because I need the AoE damage to have a chance. Thank you, Pommel Strike, for doing that. Alright, full defense as well as taking down the two that were most pressing that turn, and we threw a card back to the top of the deck to win the fight for us. I don't think it's worth having a Fiendfire just as a finisher, and just full rest here. Getting up to 51 after a fight like that is good. Very glad. Okay, Rage. I'm gonna Thunderclap and then Anger Rebound. Ow. Okay, the speed of this fight has to be higher for us to even win at this point, given the little defense drawn there, so... Thrash Pillage, Thrash through Breakdown. I'm gonna need to get back to that Thrash pretty soon for us to have a chance here. Colossus and Shrug. Frantic. Great turn. Perfect turn. I'll Rage before I Shrug, just in case I draw a card that's relevant for that. I don't. Double Frantic. 13. Not dead yet. As soon as I play that Blood Wall, I am, though. Damn it. So close, I actually think, there. Legitimately, Thrash was left in that draw pile as well as additional... Whoa, Discovery. Thrash was left in that draw pile as well as additional... vulnerability setup. And I think at least one Pommel Strike was still left in there, so I think on the next turn we easily just would have gone straight through to lethal with the amount of strength that we already had. 1, 2, 3, 4. Late shot, 3 rest, 1 elite. Not a bad path. Ooh, Kaleidoscope before Pomander. I could even upgrade a card from another class. Charge is a really good card out of class. God damn. How dare you give me high five that I can't use? That's actually just mean. Yeah, it's gunk up because it synergizes with strength and it's charged so that we can get through rocks in our deck, right? I think up my sleeves is too expensive if I'm gonna want to care about strength. Then I'll Pomander. I really still think Pomander is probably best played on the on Bash here for an extra turn of vulnerability still. Ugh. Thanks, game, for the debt. Oh, you had to draw it in the first hand? Really? Show me where in the bylaws it said that, huh? Bash double minion. Easiest kill of all time there. Flame barrier. Let's up our defense. Especially because we've already upped our offense. Only seems fair at this point. Burning Pack draw is really important if you've got 0 costs. Hey! And if you've got debt. Flame Barrier Defend is probably ideal this turn. Actually, I'll charge. Yeah. It'd only save me 1 HP not to do that, but this'll save me a lot of time. Inflame. Actually pretty good at targeting Hell from Beyond. It doesn't count as exhausted if it gets transformed by charge. And it matters for the sake of the AoE finding the kin. I'm going to look for the common cards here because True Grit and especially True Grit is really important still. Well, I can't see any of these that are those. I'm going to take a Blood Wall and a Tremble then. Burning Pact Howl from Beyond. Defend, and then yay, a free Howl. From Beyond, no less. Rupture, Bloodletting, and Vicious. I do think card draw is the name of the game, so I kind of want to go Vicious. Rupture is not consistent anything for us yet. I don't really think it's that important to slither any of these cards. I do think turning a starting card into a peck makes it much better. Just because that peck hits multiple times, multi-dipping on strength. Then next things I want to modify are additional draw. Stone Calendar at the end of turn 7, deal 52 damage to all enemies, and additional defense, please. Tough start of the fight for us. I'm going to drop Clarity Extract on this first turn, just because I'd like to do something. God damn. Defend, tremble. Looks like we're probably using the Stone Calendar to kill the other side of this. Vicious, charge, destroys both of the cards in draw pile. Pretty happy to get back to charge early here and destroy 2 infections with it. And the end of the next turn kills them all. Or even... I mean, I should probably try and defend somewhat. Hey! Got him. Strike dummy! Nice little bit of additional damage, I think. And Thunderclap is a lot of draw when you have a Vicious in the draw pile. Get him! From beyond! Rude. Use the Firepod to save that health. Shrunken Forgotten Ritual, and... I think I can take a Forgotten Ritual here. I think I've got enough draw to be able to support that. I wish I could take that miniature tent. True Grit, with an eye to upgrading it. And both Colossus and Inflame, I think, actually. Just clear straight across the board there. Here I think I can probably go off class. Ooh, Panache? No, not commonly supported here, but Flash of Steel is still good. And then I want True Grit to be able to target, otherwise it's pretty useless. Earning back through a Howl from Beyond, get him. And I'll charge through the Debt and Ascender's Bane to not have to deal with those. Costs us 5 damage. Well, unfortunately, there's not too much I can do this turn. It's Vicious, Colossus, and then just, like, set up and wait. Ow. Thankfully, we have a lot of max HP, so it's not too much of an issue to take a big damage turn like that. Yeah, exactly. And then Thunderclap here. It's very much the other side. Draw a bunch of cards. And then a Minion Dive Bomb exhausts, giving us the ability to play Forgotten Ritual, giving us the ability to play another Minion Dive Bomb, and a Strike. I'll happily slow play here. Worst case scenario, the Stone Calendar kills the Kin follower for me. Yeah, I think I'll set up for that, actually. Yeah, it's not doing anything this turn. Tremble, True Grit. And Stone Calendar's 52 next turn. Now from Beyond's gonna supplement that a little. Beauty. Brand, I think, is probably the ideal card here. That's not Brand. I do think Fiendfire is probably likely to see a pretty big hand and likely to be able to destroy a bunch of stuff. Stoker's already ready to destroy a bunch of stuff for us as well, but the value that it provides is a little less obvious than just deal 7 times damage. Clone. No. I do really like the Pale's Tears. And blood, actually. Give me blood, and then I'll supplement it with my own energy. How's our AoE? Pretty good, depending on the fight. I almost want to try and go for the 3 Elite 2 rest line on the right-hand side. Let's check the Colas pot first. I mean, yeah, I'll play Equilibrium for free. Thunderclap, Fiendfire the front line, and then Howl from Beyond kills the back. Don't need any of that. Ooh, yeah, considering our multi-strength and stuff like that, now AoE lack, Exterminate is exactly what we want to see though. Vicious Tremble, and then I can play Forgotten Ritual because something's exhausted. I'll play down a Blood Ritual as well, and then Exterminate for funsies. Trigger at that debt and strike. I'd like to get that charge back, but it's not the end of the world if I don't. Happy to take it back, though. Dominate, Anger, and Twin Strike. Definitely worth taking Dominate in this deck, even if it only gives me 2 strength. It's worth it. 2 strength and a little bit of vulnerability. I'm going to burn the debt first. Didn't get the draw I was looking for, but I will drop Blood Wall still. Ideal draw in that instance would have been Forgotten Ritual. I'm happily putting a second Forgotten Ritual in this deck. I'm hitting it consistently enough that it's a really good idea. I've got to use my Shackling this turn, unfortunately. God damn. I feel like I have the curse of the bad AoE cards right now. Okay. Nothing else can go wrong, right? Right. No need for any of those cards, though. Dark Shackles and Colossus would help us shore up our defense pretty sweetly. Let's get the defensive upgrade of Flame Barrier. Burning Pact through debt first. Vicious Thunderclap would be a ridiculous amount of draw, but then it accomplishes almost nothing unless I hit a 0 cost, of which I have 2 in the entire deck. It's more likely to draw me past a card that I care about playing. So in lieu of that, let's play Defend and weaken the target that is going to be buffing themselves this turn. This is definitely the hardest of the elite fights, so I was kind of hoping this wouldn't have been first for us. Okay, Inflame, Fiendfire. Sets up Howl from Beyond, our first AoE. We've still got... No, we don't. Gotta use that bash on that front line now. Flame Barrier will help work down their HP a little bit. I think we're dead here, though. I can do 24 damage to a single target. I mean, Exterminate AoE is almost certainly played here, but... Oh, hang on. Okay, yeah, that's a miscalculation. I thought I had enough to kill that Decimillipede. But even without that, like, the incoming is 16, 9, 20, 25. I can block for 5, so I have to kill the middle Decimillipede for that to have a chance. I played out maximum damage and wasn't capable of doing it. This is 100% my fault for the pathing decision. I should have taken this left-hand side, smoothed my way up here, across there, and then if I really wanted to, take that one late elite and shop. I think if I did that and the first elite was still Decimillipede, I would have been much more comfortable by then. I was really hoping that the strength that we had on the first floor was going to be, was going to enable us to dominate this line, and that in doing so, we were going to get powerful enough to be able to push forward. A lot of this is definitely like the lopsided defense. I do think we bought ourselves a lot more time with the shop interactions consistently. The True Grit upgrades, the Dark Shackle, the Colossi, etc. The fact that we had to rely on Howl from Beyond for consistency of AoE in a deck that also has Thunderclap tells me that I don't have enough strength in this deck. Because the Thunderclap itself and the Exterminate itself should be consistent sources of AoE, but really I was relying on Howl from Beyond, and that was getting gimped in that fight by the weakness, making it much worse. A single offering would have done a lot of work in this deck, but anything that gave us the ability to, like, trade away HP for energy or draw is pretty much exactly what would have done it. I'm happy to have gotten to use Vicious a little bit. And also just getting to use, where are you? Getting to use Charge off class shows how good it is in Regent. Realistically, you look at it in any other class and it looks so busted. It's a good card. What do you want? More defense in this deck and the ability to last until just Stone Calendar turn in this fight would have been incredible. Alas, for the moment. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2, top left. This is a series playlist for all of my content on the game, past, present, future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming fast, the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And our above the thank to, and a special thanks to this episode, Dialogue. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time. I hit the button late, so we got an awkward couple of extra seconds here at the very end, and I'm probably going to get cut off from